I guess so. This is a continuation of a reading. If you don't feel confused, you don't actually have to watch the other part. We can chill. But the small steps that you've taken along the way seems to protect you in a weird way. Like your luck is growing. You're gonna have, I want to say a big celebration soon, but big is subjective and relative based on your expectations, right? Let's not be insane. But the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Wands, came out after the Ace of Wands, so the Luvas came out, babe. Is this gonna be a better love story for you, or things gonna get romantic? Things are gonna get very romantic for you. No, this is kind of a sweet energy. The Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Lovers. It's almost as like love protects you. The energy of love is around you. The two of something. Something could be significant on the second, or maybe there's a specific second degree in your chart that's relevant. That's came very specific. It doesn't have to be a thing, but I don't know. Something feels quite spiritual here. To be honest, I feel like you have a past lover, like from, let's just say, another life, that kind of protects you in a weird way, or loves you. I don't know why that's relevant. It's not like you should be waiting for them or, trying to make that physical connection in this lifetime. It just feels very spiritual. Like it's almost like one of your spirit guides is a pastime lover. And for some specific parts of you, I guess if it's a passed on lover that passed away or something like this, it could be relevant that they're like now a spirit guide for you. But that's very to specific people, of course. That's not for everyone. Four of Pentacles, that presents a protection, yes. There's going to be a gift, though. You're going to be receiving a gift, maybe a relationship after something else, or I don't know. Because now it also makes sense with the Two of Pages. Like the reading started with 2 pages. And then I would say the two of everything. And then it feels like the two are coming together. The Four of Pentacles, the Lovers. Is this about a relationship, babes? Is this about like some people coming together? For some of you, it's actually not necessarily romantic. It's something from childhood. Like maybe reconnecting from someone from an earlier part of your life. King of Swords, Ten of Wands. These wands have been all over the reading. But we finally, air has been as well. Fire and air all over. You need to like understand that just because some things give you light, that you don't need to like overly carry them anymore just because they had the significant impact on your life at a certain point. See, the wands here they don't have the lights anymore. From the Nine of Wands to the Ten of Wands, they don't have those lights, the wands. You know the thing. Make sure you're not carrying something just because it sparked once. Even if it's a relationship or a sense of home. Because it's keeping you in an old version. This is not necessarily about you being a scapegoat, you having to isolate, you having to cut everyone off. Don't go off. Relax. This is just more like leaving some things in the past, not in a negative way. You don't have to like make it a negative chapter just because it's not part of your life. You have to learn how to like have things be good just because they served a limited purpose, and not necessarily have to paint them as bad just because they're not continuing. It doesn't make them wrong. Ten of Pentacles. From the Page of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. This is family. This is like starting a family. Like this is like wanting a family. This is wanting to build a family with someone in some sort of way. The family doesn't have to be in a traditional sense. It could be in a something that you build that you value, a sense of security and safety. But it could be like the Ten of Pentacles is like abundance outside of us as well. So yes, it talks about generational wealth and whatever. It could, but necessarily not everybody in the world has generational wealth. But this is more like building something long-lasting after the Four of Wands. This is like building a family, building a home, building a sense of security. I wonder if like you have this wish, and maybe because of how you've experienced previously these set of notions and norms, you're expecting that it's going to be heavy because you're having to carry the lights that have shut off in some sort of way. But what you build doesn't necessarily have to be filled within the space with these things that ran out of light. It's okay if you leave some things outside or give them away, or, you know, let them be wherever they are in the journey. It's up to you to decide what you fill the casket in, the suitcase with. But I feel like something, if you're committed to something with love, even a project of some sort, I feel like it's gonna end up being very successful. It's in your nature, something about your nature that's gonna make this. Not necessarily, I'm not seeing it be effortless, to be honest. I see you having an affinity for it, but this is not effortless. And not in a bad way, this effortlessness. The Death card. I'm afraid this is saying like you gotta permanently like let go of some sort of thing with your family, or some sort of notion of home, or it doesn't have to be a bad way. Maybe just parting ways with what you've associated home up until now, or maybe even the feelings that you have about home, or even about money. Something changing here. Like this feels very platonic with the Death here and the Ten of Pentacles. It's like a fundamental change, but something that withstands death and time. You may be able to create a legacy like that, that's gonna withstand like your death. I feel like you're one of those people, to be honest, that it's gonna be even more famous after you die. Not to like feel weird, I'm sorry about saying this. Do not get any kind of, you know, idea, but I feel like your work, not you, it's gonna get famous after, it's gonna live past you. Naturally when it happens. Two of Pentacles. It's like you're considering a ship that has sailed. Like Two of Pentacles with a ship there. I don't know. Thinking of cutting something off, thinking of changing homes, thinking of whether home is worth it, or is this desire worth it? Do I want it bad enough? You're like having to change how to balance this out, but I don't know. This Two of Pentacles there looks good, but it's still a two of something. Like maybe there's not a single thing in your life that has to be like this shiny thing that's like the best thing in your life. Maybe you can have multiple things in your life that make your life great, instead of like feel like you need this big thing. Do you know? This big thing. King of Pentacles. I don't know why I said it like that. Interesting. Rich though, you end up rich. Rich is subjective. Sitting upon gold, stumbling upon gold. Eight of Cups. Is this about leaving materialism away? Is this about feeling disconnected from your material world? Or do you feel like you've obtained money, but it's not necessarily, it's not enough now? You know, King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, like you've tasted money. It's like, okay, you know, like something about like finding something more worthy than material possessions. Like not necessarily that you have to disregard them or not, you know, enjoy them or celebrate them, but like something about the material possessions here not being enough now. Like Eight of Cups talks about like, I felt something enough, but now I need to go and move on and fill my cup because the cups have been, you know, ran out, honey. Like it's just, they've been used. Like, you know, you cannot be sipping on an empty cup longer than you have to. The Sun. Eight of Swords. This is kind of like not seeing the true value into something. Or maybe not truly seeing you for who you are. Maybe you're not realizing this. I don't know. There's something about you that you're not... There's something about yourself